live. Now we see who pops in and see what we got. Put the link out there. That way somebody can chime in if they like.
Mhm.
And oh, I gotta change this. Oops. I change this. There we go. Oh, look at it's the first person in there. Do I pay for the parking spot? Nope.
It's free.
I do not pay for the parking spot, and this is my favorite place to sit. Selena just went to work, and Bubba is hanging out with me today because he doesn't have to work.
Nope.
So you got me and Bubba. We're fixing to see. We've got a run to do this morning here in about an hour. I'm gonna do that, and then we gotta go pay phone bill. Try to see about getting Bubba a new phone.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Jeez, almighty. All right. He's been doing fine.
A lot better though.
And better than he was. That's a salty pickle. That's Tally.
Come on the panel with us.
Yeah,
Good, that's his last name.
it's not his last name, Bubba. His last name is Tally. It's Sean Tally.
I think my last broker's name was Salty. He was salty.
Huh?
My last broker, her name was Salty.
We're talking about.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, he's on Salty.
You thinking about your last girlfriend when you talking about him?
No.
And another one trying to get out of the closet. Golly. Bubba, maybe you should think about what you're saying before you say it.
It sounds right in my head, but
That didn't sound right at all. I'm not sure. That almost sounded like a pass.
nah.
No? Anyway, that's what we got planned today. Kind of a boring day. It's gonna be rainy and crappy weather today anyway, so we get done with that run and then go pay the phone bill. We have to go all the way into another town, like 30 minutes away. It's the only place to go and pay the phone bill. I got to go pay it in person instead of on the phone because my internet box that's in the car we're turning it in and turning that part of it off because I don't need internet in the car anymore. Nobody uses it anyway. It was something I was using for down Louisiana. They really liked it down there having Wi-Fi in the car, but I don't need it here. I did that because it's got a tracker on it and stuff to where I know exactly where the car is at all times. But I had a couple of employees down there, so now that it's only me, I don't really need to keep track of where I'm at because if I don't know where I'm at, then I'm lost. And if I'm lost, the GPS will get me out of there. Most of the time, I don't know. I went in that bigger city here close by us, and I guess they don't have any. The carrier that I use doesn't have any service there in town, and I thought they shut my phone off. They didn't shut my phone off. What happened was I hit a dead zone in town there, and I don't get it. I guess anyway, and literally got lost, and I couldn't get the GPS to work at all. I just happened to come across the street that I know. So. Yeah, they have special laws on it now. I don't, since I fall under the sole proprietor thing. I can get around most of them, but um, you have to keep a log of everywhere you're going and stuff. And if I'm more than 12 hours nonstop in the car, then they can penalize. But I'm never more than 12 hours on runs. I mean, I might be in the car for 12 hours, but I ain't usually not even in the car for 12 hours. I'll do what I got to do here, and then well, it doesn't really matter because I've got it. It's in the process of being shut down. So, but for right now, while I still have the high dollar insurance until they put it to private insurance, I can still run it as a cab. Yeah, it doesn't, and we don't have log books like you probably do with Hotshot stuff. You're doing Hotshot, right? Hey, but check this out. I gave a ride to this guy, and he was telling me what he does. It was really interesting. Um, he literally it's was well, he's a transporter, and without a CDL or anything, he's got it. The company that he works for, literally, they'll send him out to pick up a car here, or a van or a pickup truck or whatever else, and a lot of times it's specialty cars like high dollar cars that's got to go to a different like car lot that doesn't need to be on a transport trailer or anything, and you actually drive the car to the other place, and then you pick up another vehicle in some other the closest town, and you drive somewhere else, and it's literally just kind of like the movie Transporter. It transports the cars and stuff, only nowhere near as cool as the movie. But anyway, I've got the guy's number and everything. It's no CDL. All I have to do is have a clean driving record and pass a drug screen. That's all I got to do. It's you can go all over the place, and Selena can ride with me.
You can even pick up like RVs and stuff like that, like motorhomes and things, and deliver them to people. Any of it. Packing of the heavy equipment. I did that for a long while. I'm really good with the excavators and pretty good with the dozer.
Good morning.
Anyway, yeah, I got the information to the company called Drive Away. Pretty cool. How am I with a loader? Pretty good. Pretty good. Are you talking about the ones that the big ones that split in the middle, or don't split in the middle, but they uh their pivot point is in the middle. The steering is in the middle of the unit. You talking about the big ones like that, or are you talking just a regular front end loader?
His expertise is heavy equipment. You good as hell on the machines.
I don't think that's my expertise, but yeah, I'm good at it. Yeah, but I'm also really good at welding too.
Oh, yep.
I hate welding. I hate welding with a passion, but I'm damn good at it.
I'm good at talking.
I think I'd rather teach people how to weld than I would sit there and weld and do the welding myself.
True.
Let's put it this way: I was self-taught, and when I went in, I had to go in and get 6G certified welding, which is pipeline type welding. And when I went in to go and do that, I went in to what I thought was just like a little test. I didn't know that. I didn't even understand that there was like certifications. Like I didn't know that I was going in there for the same certifications as pipeline welders. I had no idea, and I was self-taught. I knew nothing about what that guy was asking me. I had no idea what he was asking me to do. I didn't know it by the name or nothing. Anyway, I can run front end loader, really good. But anyway, I went in there, and that guy, he looked at me. He said, "Wait a minute, you don't know what none of this is?" I said, "No, I don't know what you're saying. You're asking me." He just looked. He was like, "Well, I just need this pipe welded up the proper way." I was like, "Okay, well, what is the proper way?" And then he told me, it's in quarters, and he explained to me what he needed me to do. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's easy." And he just looked at me like I was crazy, and I was like, "Yeah, I got it," and didn't even grab the right type of rod or nothing. I literally grabbed the wrong rod and everything, but I grabbed what I was used to and what I knew, what I'd already messed with and stuff. And anyway, when I got done welding that thing up, that dude's still shaking his head, looking. He's like, I've never seen anybody um um bring that weld uphill like that, in that way, in the way that I did it. He said, I have no idea what the brake test is going to show. He said, but if you pass that brake test, you pass the qualifications, which means that it's qualified for pipeline welder. And it shocked the crap out of me. He cut four sections out of that pipe, and he put them on this brake machine to bend them, and he bent them, and nothing whatsoever happened to any of them. They all passed flying color. I mean, he was amazed. He was like, I have never seen anybody self-taught that had no idea what in the world what these terms were or nothing. I've never seen anybody pass a test like that. He said, I've seen guys that have been out there pipeline welding for years and couldn't do what you just did. I looked, I was like, okay. I have no idea what I just did, but okay. Then he told me, it's like, he said, you didn't even use it. It was before I understood what a filler rod was. He said, you didn't even use a filler rod. He said, I don't know how you got your weld to do that. I was like, you told me to weld it. That's all I know. It's quite comical. But I aced that test. That was the first time I took it. Now, the second time I took it, I knew what a filler rod was, and I understood how to the difference between the rods, and I knew the different numbers and what was for what. So I did a lot better at it, but I still aced the test. Took it 3 times, didn't I? Took twice for J.S. Herring. Yeah, 3 times because I took the one that was for Whipcoat. That was the first one. The 2 for J.S. Herring. So no, pipeline welding is not done with a machine. It's done with a welding machine, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It might be done with a machine now. Never used to be. They used to back their trucks up to each functioning or each joint of pipe, and they'd back their trucks up and then go over there and weld around it. I know they have a machine that they put on there. It's for to cut the beveled edge, and it's got a torch on it that it's just like a round skeleton looking thing that you put on there and lock it in, and then you sit there and turn this little knob and just keep turning it, and it's turning the torch around the end of the pipe especially for the big pipe, like the big 24-inch pipe and stuff. Now that they have that kind of machine there, but I mean, I don't think they're using welding machine. I mean, like it does it by itself. I think it's still done the way I've seen it done. I believe. I don't know. It's been some years since I've messed with any of that. I ain't welded. Well, I've welded out there in the carnival and stuff when I was out there, but I haven't really welded um, any type of industrial welding for probably 6-7 years. Been a little while, and that's plenty fine with me because I really don't care for welding. I'm just really good at it though. I can go in any of these factories around here that's got welding positions. I can go in and ace their test. I haven't seen anything that they've ever thrown at me that I couldn't do.
Yeah, I guess.
And over there, that company J.S. Herring, when I was redoing the water treatment plants, they threw everything at you. I mean, you had to. We were welding 26-inch pipe, and then next thing you know, we're constructing skids and locking horns for the pipe that goes down into the creeks for pumping the water.
That's fun. What you was talking about, the water pumps and the creeks or whatever.
Is that where you was helping me?
Yeah, if I'm correct, you had boss out there.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
That was out Comanche, Oklahoma.
Oh, my friend Kara is looking at your YouTube channel, and she said, "I want to see where you get them looks from."
Oh no, no! Tell them, discourage them from that. Don't look at that. It's just a bunch of craziness in there.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I don't care if they say anything or not.
She won't.
I ain't quite all right.
I'll get some comments.
Probably. Videos for some welds and interesting much things. You get paid hourly. Yeah, that's hey boss, how much you pay this guy? Oh no, bad deal. He's no good. Yeah, I know.
No goodness. See?
At a back there, just set up.
Automated.
Wow. Hello, Miss Lena.
Good morning.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know what they're doing now. They might be. I'm sure they probably got electronic welding machines and stuff that does all the work for them. They probably dummified it really.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about, some like the pipeline welders 10+ years ago. That's a class for doing piece work. Wait, who offers who more than they request? Wow. I know I'd be good at it, but I hate doing that stuff, man. I hate welding. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it, but it intrigued me for a little while, but I lost interest in it real quick. And I guess because it wasn't a challenge. It's not. I like to challenge myself. I like to get into things I don't quite understand and try to get them figured out. And I've always been like that. I've always tried to do that. That may be the reason why I never. That may be the reason why I never did enjoy it. Is
Well,
because it was just, to me, I would. You know how everybody's got that one thing that just comes really simple to them, really easy for them. Bubba's demolition. That boy, he can tear up about anything. Try to get him to build something, and that's a whole different story. But he'll tear up anything you need tore up. You need a house tore down, he'll do it with his bare hands for sure. And you find them things that you're good at, and that was one of them. That welding was just one of them for me.
I'm gonna go bug the workers in the meat department.
They're going to end up putting you to work.
That's okay.
We're fixing to.
I'll be out real quick.
All right, remember, we got 30 minutes before I gotta leave.
I'm gonna go talk shit to him real quick.
Go figure. Carlos, you still read? Wait a minute. Hey, are you Carlos? You restore VWs? Please tell me you do. I have been looking for somebody that restores VWs. That is so cool. I did not. Hey, man, I might need your help, Carlos. You give me a good deal. I gotta either find a motor for my trike, or I gotta get my motor rebuilt. One or the other. No, I don't restore them. I have passed it. Oh, okay. I got to try to find the motor that's on my trike right now. It's a 1600. It's the I don't know. It's a little 4-cylinder. But anyway, a bus. Yeah, it's got the 1600 in it. Is that the 1600 motor? But it's a 70 something model, 70, I don't know, 74 or something. But it's got the 1600 Volkswagen engine on it. Get a dual port. You're talking about for the uh, I don't know nothing about mechanics, so I don't know how to explain that. You talking about for dual carburetors? Because mine's only got one. It's only got the one carburetor in the center. I've seen the ones that have dual carburetors. Better flowing heads. Yeah. Well, I'm wanting to get another motor for that trike. I want to get another motor real bad. I have all the chrome stuff and everything that is on the motor that's on my trike right now. I've got all the chrome stuff. It's all chromed out and everything. So all of that stuff will go over to the new motor. But I just want one that I don't even need something that you know, I was quite fine with the motor the way it is. It just right now it's got a rod knock in it. And I messed up I ran it out of oil and I messed it up. It still starts and runs right now. Much chrome builds up heat. That might have been part of it too. And for some reason there's not really a lot of airflow for the motor. I was gonna take the panels off of the front, the kick panels that they've got diamond plate all there in the front, and I was gonna cut a bunch of air vents so they could get more air. Cause it gets air from up underneath, but there's really no air coming. I'd like to put more air to it. Make a video if you're driving from Louisiana to Slabs. What? Oh, driving the trike? I'm not driving a trike unless I get a motor for it. If I get a motor for it before I take off for the slabs, then yeah, I'll drive it there. I'll drive it, and Selena will drive this car and stuff. I'd love to do that, but I don't think I'm going to get a motor for it before then. That's why I was bringing it with me, because I figured the motors would be easier to get down there. Pop says you can find them motors a lot easier down there. I know I can't find nothing here. Make a video of me driving. Yeah, we're probably think of the donations when you break down. I mean, I am very thankful for any donations that we get, but I'm not gonna. That's not right. That's no. Look at the donations when you break it. No. Are you saying that as in the Volkswagen's gonna break down easy or something? The Volkswagen motor? I can't drive it the way it is right now, man. The motor's knocking loud. I mean, it's loud. Pop, 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 nonstop. No, like I said, I'm very, very thankful for any donations towards helping us get there and stuff. But I am not fixing to sit there and try to beg for them or nothing. And if I break down, I break down. I'll just have to figure something out. So have I adjusted the valves? Nope. I don't know anything about that. I had a guy come out and help me mess with it a little bit, but I am certain that something happened in there. It's knocking really hard, really loud. I'm certain that something happened really bad. Um, or then again, it could just be one of the cylinders. Uh, all of the spark plugs are in there good. And, I don't know, one of the cylinders or something. It's thumping really really loud. But I mean, I can start it, and I tell you what, I'll do a live stream when because I'm gonna go and get it back to the house. It's over at my buddy's house, and I got the battery charged up for it, and I'm gonna fire it up and ride it back to the house. It's only a block or so away, but when I get it there, I'll do a live stream, and I mean, uh, uh, I'm gonna try to quiet it down a little bit, but I think that motor's shot. I don't. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of power, and you gotta stay after the throttle because if you let out the throttle too much, it'll die out completely. It's kind of hard to get started, so I'm sure there's some kind of fuel issue too. I don't know. I ran it low a little bit low on oil, and when I went to go up the hill over by the house, um, it just backfired really loud and then started making a loud knocking noise. But when it did that, it started smoking. I mean, it was smoke bellowing smoke out of it, like I mean, it was just smoking real bad. I mean, I had a shit ton of smoke coming out of the back, and it quit smoking pretty quick, but it still has that loud knocking noise, and I know something seriously wrong with it. I should have done a video. We drove it from Louisiana all the way up here. It was, and it's decent. I went and I've got speakers on the handlebars and stuff that are Bluetooth to my phone. I've got the aftermarket square looking headlight, and I've got a train horn up on the top of it. I got one of those Ooga horns up underneath the back seat, which that one has a button in the back where Selena can push the button and honk the horn from the back. But the train horn, I have that up front on the front console. So it's it's an interesting looking ride, and most of it's made of wood. The construction of the body, most of it's made of wood. It looks like a kind of like a Herman Monster type um, rig. It's actually pretty cool. I wonder if I can put pictures. Let's see. These are video clips. Let's see. Add a background. Let me see if I can. Oh man, it won't let me do that. Gotta upgrade. I want to upgrade. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Otherwise, I'd post a picture of it.
Chris said hi.
Alrighty. Funny, Christian just said hi. So Christian is Charles. Oh, you know what? I forgot completely about that. I got it. Well, I have to pull it up a little bit later.
Hmm.
Remind me to go in there and and unblock some of Charles's accounts. He keeps mentioning it that he's been blocked in several different names. I don't know what he got blocked for, but
Me and Charles.
probably
10:25. Yeah, it's hot in here.
getting a little stuffy. That rain is anyway. Yeah, I did a bunch of work to that trike, and then rode it up here and ran it out of oil, which was very bad, very bad. Very bad. Yeah, I wish I hadn't have done that. I'd still be out riding that thing every day, just about, except for on the real cold days. I got to get a fender for the front tire. Right now, it doesn't have a fender on it, so everything from the road, every time you go through a water puddle or something, it sprays it up right up the center of it, and that little dashboard thing that I put on there, that piece of diamond plate that I kind of made a dash steel out of and put it on the front, saved a little bit. But before that, there was just a pipe that went from the frame, the bottom of the frame part, up to the handlebars, and so there's only just that one bar, square tubing that went from that connected um, the handlebars, and and the front part of the motorcycle. It had no fairings and no nothing. The one little fender that was on the front, it was sitting somewhere else. It was sitting in the little barrel thing that came with it, or sitting on a trailer or something or another. It was all bent out of shape. I wasn't able to fix it. So, good morning, Mac.
You a Mac?
Mad Mac.
You didn't catch it.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't.
Mac, you get it?
Okay.
He's a Mac. He has multiple women.
Oh, what the hell, Bubba? That doesn't even make sense.
Messed up your head a little bit, huh?
It messed up my head. I don't. Lord have mercy. I don't understand you at all.
A deep subject for a shallow mind.
You're the one with the shallow mind on that one. What is this? Is this yours?
Yeah.
Is that what you just went and bought?
I got another one because I've been another cream tobacco one's nasty as can be.
I don't know. I think y'all are crazy trying to smoke all them vape things.
Popcorn lung.
That stuff is not too good for you. I don't know how y'all gonna do that out there in the slabs, right? I mean, but anyway, yep. Hopefully, we figure out something for a motor. I'm gonna go and talk to a mechanic friend of mine that's here. I'll see if he has a motor. I'm gonna try to do some horse trading with him with that the little Ford Taurus I've got. It'd be really cool if I'm able to trade for a motor, put on that trike. That trike is it's tagged, insured, the whole 9 yards. It's ready for the road. You have surgery coming up. And just put it in God's hands and take care of it.
Oh,
Alrighty, well, looks like we're fixing to have to head out for our run for the day.
make sure nothing's in there.
Yeah, I got to. But you don't understand, and you won't leave it alone. You keep putting stuff in there. Right outside. Well,
Mass comedy.
whatever it is. Whatever that man rabbit is. Anyway, we're fixing to have to. We gotta go and pick up this elderly couple, and her appointment's at 11:15. So I need to get on out there, pick them up. I will talk with y'all later on. I hope and pray everyone has a wonderful and blessed day. We'll probably do another live stream here in about an hour or so, maybe. And we'll hang out for a little while. Unless we get busy doing something else. But love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. There you go. All right. Y'all have a good one. Love you guys. God bless.